love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the New York Giants. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Is good. Makes the score Ravens 7, Giants nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a first and 10 at the 20. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
On the carry.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest rest of the game.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some change? Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Well, he may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 more yards there and another first down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Justin Houston make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Going to throw right side here, complete.
Jackson's pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 8.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Giants 21, Ravens 14.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit? Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Here's Jones on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And that'll bring up second down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd down.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jones flushed out right. And Ingram hauls it in. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports.
21, Ravens 14.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
To Saquon Barkley.
Saquon Barkley with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
28, Ravens 14. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Ravens 21. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. From the corner, Jimmy Smith blitzes for the sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Throwing, Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. Here's Riley Dixon now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. He'll take it at the 42. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on. Well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
At the 40-yard line.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And they're in the second quarter now in Las Vegas. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On 2nd and 2, Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of
It's
10.
a first down on a gain of 10.
Giants.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on first down, Jones. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Jones throwing again. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
22 yards. First down, Giants.
Operating from the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down, New York.
Jones now on 1st and 10. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the Ravens.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Barkley on the
Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sip through.
9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
Saquon Barkley on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
46-yard line.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. John Ross as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson forced out to his left. Wide open receiver, complete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's Jones on first down. Throwing deep for Gallup. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
A gain of 60.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. This a 33-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And his pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jackson dancing to his left. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
They'll take over.
He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up. But they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking. And I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Taken down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the gun, Jones looking deep downfield. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Marquise Brown. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd.
From the gun, Jackson steps away to his left. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Man open left side is Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Baltimore 1st down.
Here's a 1st down throw that's complete.
Jackson's pass caught by number 12.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Brings up 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Jackson going deep here for Watkins. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go to Barkley again. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
New York.
Saquon Barkley, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6.
Ravens,
extra point try good by Gano, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
They're on the 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. He'll set up to throw from the gun. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants just continue to pour it on. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Play action. It's Jackson, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Justin Houston in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Single receiver. Key 8. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Slam.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's Sam Cook now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions.
He's got daylight. 20, 10, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Giants have got it on cruise control.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And the pressure gets to him again. K1 short, able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Back at the 13-yard line.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
4th down.
4th down, here's Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 32. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, there it is. After number 5, we were wondering if we would see it, and he has broken the NFL record with his 6th touchdown in this game.
Let's face it, we can go ahead and lose our objectivity here, can't we? And just applaud what we've seen. That's one of the great records in the NFL. Are you talking about this 6 touchdown runs in a game against an NFL defense? I want to run down. Let's go down there and carry him off the field ourselves. We should do that.
Get his autograph after the game. I know that much.
Don't forget, I know you. Selfie. We'll do a selfie.
Oh, yeah, we'll do a selfie. We'll do a group selfie.
There you go.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jackson. He's going to let it fly. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 29. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Yo, watch 36. 36 to Mike. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Ready.
And they take a knee.
Today's final score, Giants 72.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so